Yogananda came to the West and to the world to bring together a deeper understanding of the underlying similarities between the great faith traditions of the world, especially those of India and of Christianity. He focused in his commentaries on Indian tradition, on Hindu tradition, on the well-known Bhagavad Gita, on the lesser-known but increasingly popular Yoga Sutras, as well as he translated the Persian Rubaiyat and showed also its deeper meaning. He called his work in America the Second Coming of Christ, and he didn't necessarily state publicly that he was the Second Coming of Christ, but what he meant was that the Second Coming of Christ would be that awakening of the universal Christ consciousness in our own hearts. And so Yogananda came at the behest of a lineage of gurus which include Jesus Christ to reawaken humanity's interest in a direct perception of the Godhead within ourselves. As Jesus said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. Yogananda took up residency in Los Angeles as his headquarters, and he visited many of the great cities of America, including Seattle in 1924 and 1926. During the Depression era of the 1930s, he showed how the principles of being centered in the self based on meditation could influence and enhance one's productivity in the world, one's creativity in daily life, and one's relationships with spouse and family and co-workers and so on. The principles of being centered, being content, feeling the love of God within one's own heart, he saw as the solution. And lastly, before his passing in 1952, he sent out a clarion call to the formation, the establishment, and maintenance of intentional communities in the years to come as an alternative way of life to the consumerism and exploitation that he saw developing in the world during his lifetime. And so Ananda has focused as part of its work in the creation of intentional communities, world brotherhood colonies, Yogananda called them, where people of high ideals and a dedication to simplicity of life, sustainability of living could work together, serve together, meditate together, pray, and develop deep and meaningful personal relationships.